What is a fissure? An anal fissure is essentially a cut on the skin of the anus. Why does this happen? This usually happens because of a lack of blood supply to the skin of the anus. Why does that happen? That generally happens because the muscle of the anal sphincter is too tight. So it's cutting off blood supply to those tiny little blood vessels that go through those muscles to give blood supply to the skin. When that happens and the skin doesn't get enough blood supply, a cut can form, which can be extremely painful. Now, sometimes this can actually just happen after having a large bowel movement, or even patients that have chronic diarrhea can develop fissures. There are other chronic systemic diseases such as Crohn's disease that can cause anal fissures, but those are different than your run-of-the-mill everyday anal fissure. The treatment of anal fissures is aimed at relaxing that muscle so those little tiny blood vessels can open up and give good blood supply to the skin so that it can heal over. Sometimes that looks like just an ointment that is prescribed from a compound pharmacy. Sometimes that looks like Botox into the internal sphincter, and that's usually done under general anesthesia. Third, and the most aggressive form of treatment for an anal fissure is called a lateral internal sphincterotomy. That means that the colorectal surgeon cuts the muscle of the sphincter in order to provide some relief so that the blood vessels can open up and heal that anal fissure. The symptoms of an anal fissure are typically severe pain with bowel movements and often can cause a significant amount of bright red bleeding, and that's what usually brings patients into the office to see me. A lot of times, because of the anal pain, people confuse it with a hemorrhoid, but the treatment for a hemorrhoid and the treatment for a fissure are very, very different. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, definitely go see your primary care doctor, gastroenterologist, or a colorectal surgeon so you can get the treatment you need and deserve.